Alright guys, I've added a few things to the breakout game. You can see that we have flashing text now and the brick colors change colors. I've done this by adding a timer unit. If we look here, I'm using one function from the Raylib library, which is the get time. Let me find it here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is the Raylib function here. All it does is return the time since the open window was executed. So if we go back to our game here, so as soon as this is opened, it starts the timer basically. How many milliseconds, microseconds? I'm not quite sure at this point, but once that opens up, it tells you the time from that point on. And I'm using it basically to create a little event unit where I specify the time and what procedure to execute, and it does that. And we could get effects, not that one. That's something different. Back to the game here. Here we go. So Raylib doesn't have a flashing text function, and it doesn't dynamically change colors like that. So if we go into our code again, I've added these two timers. The default settings that I have set are you can set up to 50 timers, but I haven't tested that, and it's currently working fine with these two. And we specify the timer ID, whether it's active and whether it's in a starting process. And we also specify the the time that it executes. So I got point 0.2 here, and when it reaches that point, it executes this procedure here, and every 2 seconds, it executes this procedure here, which changes the color. So it goes through yellow, red, and blue, and once it reaches blue, it cycles back to yellow. So that's what this code does. The flash text, it sets this variable flash text to either be true or not, and it cycles that every 0.2 or yeah, every 0.2, whatever the time is. And we're checking to see if that variable is true, and we're drawing it on top of all the other shapes that have been drawn. So it will always appear on top. If we wanted to appear below, we just move this and put it right here. Let's not do that. All right. And let's play the game and see how good I've gotten since last time. So again, spacebar to release the ball, and one thing I actually introduced a bug in this by implementing that feature. So if you press spacebar while the ball's in motion, oh, there we go. See how I can make it bounce around like that? Well, I'm gonna leave that in there because this is not really a real game. This is just a demo at this point. But I'm kind of surprised how good Raylib is working. It's actually working pretty smooth, and I think I'm going to continue using this to make a better game in the future. Something that's not a clone of something else already. come up with a little original game, if that's even possible these days. But I'll post the code again on GitHub. I'll include the whole game and the additional timer unit so you can play around with it. I still need to add some helper functions, but I think for now that's about it. I don't think it needs much more. Okay, that's it for this video.